Hello guys, I'm Vicky P and this is part 2 of my new series called Behind the Artist, where I show you everything from creating your own instrumental, comping your vocals, and just in general creating your brand as a musician. And I'm showing you my journey, and I also share some tips and tricks that I've learned along those years. So today we will be talking about how to comp vocals for your song and how to record them. And we will do this on my new song called For Your Love. It's not out yet, but it will be probably really soon. In the first part of this series, I was talking about how I created that instrumental, and now we will talk about this amazing vocals that I recorded over here. That's how the project is looking like, and I have everything muted. That's my main vocal over here. And then these are some extra vocals that I recorded. Most of them probably are ad-libs, but I also have some harmonies in the chorus and also some other extra things that I felt that were necessary. I always like to start recording without any effects. I usually record like first verse and first chorus of the song together, and then I will comp my vocals and then record the second verse and second chorus. If I have a longer song, I will kind of divide it by 3 parts or maybe even more. Usually I like to record like 10 stacks of vocals just singing the same thing, and after like 2 I check if they are nice or if I have to change something up in my singing. That's how my vocal is looking like. As you can see, I truly take every word from a different take. I really take time to pick out the most interesting word or the most interesting general sentence, because I think that's really important, and that's what creates the interesting sound of your song. So let's listen to the first verse, let's say.
Some try to run, yeah. Cling, 30 coins on the floor and they're dead. Oh, so when there's no sun, I'm taking my gun, fighting battles till the dawn.
And that's just without any effects. I really try to sound as clean as possible so that I don't have a lot of like S's. If you're a bit out of the pitch, I would definitely suggest you to record it once again. It just sounds more nice and you have to use less autotune. I truly think that autotune is kind of a form of expression, because if you add a really small amount, it sounds totally natural. But if you add a lot, it's just like an effect. I really like adding a lot autotune. I really like how my voice sounds when I have this effect, so that's what I do. So now I'm going to show you my plugins. That's my main like stack. I usually use this to record and to see if I like my voice with the effects, and then I kind of change a bit, but the main effects stay the same. I have here virtual mix rack. I have this microphone and I can set which one I like. Then we have an auto pitch. I really like this autotune just because I really like the effect it's giving, like this really unnatural kind of sound. And we have SSL channel stereo. That's how it looks like. You can take screenshots and, for example, try it for yourself. Then I have the Fruiting Parametric EQ2. We have the SR stereo, and we have CLA 76 compressors. Then we have CLA 2A, and then we have CLA vocals stereo. That's kind of my main vocal chain, I would say. That's what I like to use to kind of check if the song sounds nice. So let me just show you how it sounds now with the effects, because I think it's just a totally different experience.
Some try to run, King, 30 coins on the floor and they're dead. Oh,
now without effects.
Some try to run, King, 30.
So it still sounds like my voice, but just a bit better. You kind of hear that the quality really changed. Everything is nice and smooth because of EQ, because of compression, because of the auto pitch and other things that I have going on over here. But I do not use here any reverb. I kind of don't want to bother myself adding reverb at this stage, because later on when I mix it, I just add it and it doesn't sound like any worse. It just always sounds better, so I don't have to worry about that now. And we have my vocals, extra vocals over here. You can see that I have them color coded. Each color means something else, so that later on when I'm going to mix and mastering, it's easy to kind of know which extra vocals are what. So the blue is like the main melody. Then we have yellow, which is Addlips. Then we have orange, and orange is Addlip harmony. Green is repeating the same thing that my main vocal is singing, and this kind of dark blue / purple is just some harmonies for the main vocal. I always record doubles of my harmonies, ad-libs, and all of the other things, because one is always going for the left ear and second one is going for the right ear. Also have some main vocals, let's say, and other things that are just singular because they're going just in the middle and I don't need any extra things. Usually if you record something like that, you can either record 1 or 3 vocals. So for example, if you want, I don't know, your chorus to be bigger, or just in general whole song, you would record 3 main vocals, and 1 would be in the center, like the best one, and then you would have 1 to the left side and 1 to the right side. There are also some techniques that you can, for example, record 5 main vocals, and 2 of them would be, I don't know, lower octave, and 2 of them will be just the main vocal. So you can kind of copy the main vocal in extra points to kind of address your words better. Well, that's what I did over here. Let's listen to the chorus now, because it has the most amount of vocals and I want to show them to you.
Swimming in a pool full of sharks, battling through the dark for a bit of your love, for your love, yeah. For your love, yeah. For your love, yeah. For your love, yeah. For your love, yeah.
Now, for example, in the second verse, I have harmonies.
Climbing on Everest just cause you asked me to, oh God.
It's just cause you asked me to. I really wanted it to sound more powerful, so I added some harmonies. And I think that you have to really place your extra vocals strategically. People will focus more on the words that you add extra vocals to. So for example, this harmony, I wanted to, just cause you asked me to, sound the most important over here, so I added there some harmonies. I wanted to talk to you about some aspects of songwriting. I usually like to write songs on my instrumental. So first of all, I will create some instrumental, but usually basic, like piano, drums, and maybe bass. And then I will kind of hum things to my microphone, or even just start adding some words. I usually have idea for the chorus and then I start with the first verse later on. I have everything in my computer, so I don't have to worry that I will forget about some great genius idea that I had. I'm doing the same with my harmonies. So a really good tip is to listen to the main vocal while creating your ad-libs and other vocals with the effects, because it sounds totally different with the effects, more professional, and I feel like you have more ideas about what you should put there. But then later on when you record, I would lose the effects because it kind of distracts you a bit from recording a really clean and on the pitch vocal. That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, please subscribe my channel and also leave a like, and stay tuned for next parts of this series. Bye.